Question that always comes up in the photography classes I teach concerning Photoshop is how do you take two photos and put them side by side into one image? I'm going to show you how to do that. It's pretty simple if you know the basic steps. Here we have an image of the old mill in Dundas, Minnesota, and side by side with that I want to put another view of it. The great thing about Photoshop Creative Cloud applications is it allows tab orders like this so that you can switch easily between the two. The first thing we're going to do is determine the height of each image and the size of each image, the height and width. And we'll start with this one. We just go to our image menu to image size, and we see that the width is 3264 and the height is 2448. And we're not going to do anything with that quite yet. So let's remember this number, 2448 for now. That's the important one of the moment. Let's go to this one and again go to our image size, and we see that the height on this one is 3264 and we want it to be 2428. Make sure that this little chain here is connected so that it changes proportionally, and we'll just change this one to 2448, and now you see it gives us a new width and it's a much smaller image. I'm typing Command 0, it could be Control 0 on a PC, and now we can see our image here. You always want to take the smaller image and use that, the smaller size, and use that for your basis, because you cannot make a smaller image larger. It will just pixelate. Instead, if you have a larger image that has a larger height, make it smaller to match your other photo. So now they should match, and you remember the image size on this one was the width was 3264. Okay, we're going to copy this one. We're going to go to Select Menu, Select All, and just copy it. We're going to go back to our other one now, and we're going to increase the canvas size under the Image menu, Canvas Size, and we're going to take 1836 and add 3264 to it. So that's 1836 plus 3264, and that's going to be our new width, 5100. We'll make that 5100, and I want to keep this photo on the left side, so I click this arrow, and that increases the canvas size to make room for our other one. We can turn on the layers menu. We see this is just one layer, just the background layer so far. Now I'm going to get my mover tool here and then just go up to my edit menu and paste, and now my other one will move in. You notice I created a new layer over here for this one. I'll use my mover tool. I'm holding the shift key so it stays level, and we'll just move it so that they match up like that. Okay, now you'll notice there's no divider here. You could move this one over a few pixels to create a white stripe. Let's say that there's something here that you want to save. Then what I would do is create a new layer, and on that layer I would use my pencil tool, and it's about 20 pixels wide now. That should be good, and I want the color to be white, and I would just take that right on the cusp of those two pictures, and holding the shift key, draw my line top to bottom. That's going to be on a new layer, so it's easy to get rid of if I decide I don't want it. After you're done, you can save it as a Photoshop document and keep your layers, so that will allow you to re-edit the picture in some way if you want to. And you also then can do an export as a PNG or as a JPEG, And this will create a new copy of it. And it's taking a moment to get its stuff together. And then we'll save it as a JPEG, quality 100%. If you're doing this for the web, you can bring the quality down a little bit, and you can also change the image size to match something closer to what you want to decrease your loading time on your web page. You can add copyright and metadata if it's attached to the file, and export. Okay, I'm going to save this to my desktop so we can find it to look for it again. And I'm going to rename it Old Mill like this so I can find it. Excuse me, I clicked the wrong thing there. And there we go. Now if I go to my desktop, there's my photo, and it's all set to go. If you wanted to do two photos stacked, you would follow the same process, only you would set the width to be equal, and then you would add space in your canvas size on the bottom. You'd make the height match the two heights added together, and that'll give you a stacked photo. You can also do three. You just would go through the process again with a third photo. So I hope this is helpful to you.